every family in this film is my family, and everyone who's any refugee from any country should, I think, will pass the same situation, which is not so sad, man. Actually, I miss it sometimes, but it's strange feeling. And also strange to talk in front of a lot of people. Well, I miss most of these people in this film, like Rosette, my mom, and Lutfi, my father, and my grandfather, and Wardi is my, she can be my sister daughter. And I am the one who's with pigeon.
You're the one with the pigeons. But you are living in Helsingborg.
It's not any more pigeons, one of the sad things.
But yes, because this is the story of your life, or many stories put together, but many that resemble your life specifically.
I haven't been in 48, I wasn't born, or what do you think, guys? And 67, 72, 82, it's a lot of years. But I get it from my grandfather, and then I was also disappointed from Lutfi. And I was, and until now it's still the same situation.
Who is your...
Lutfi is my father.
Yeah.
He's like the one who's doing nothing and give up. And Rosette is the one I think that's why women get pregnant and give birth, not men, because they are more tough or stronger.
And better at fixing the fans. And
yeah, better than just, you just keep saying, it's dark, just turn a candle.
Because you are the third generation living there now. And I think that Wadi would be the fourth.
Yeah, Wadi is the fourth, and hope is the last. Then there should be some solutions. But hope.
Yes, because I think that there's one specific line in the film where they say, when you say, or somebody says, through your script, that children have a way of, they have their methods of surviving in difficult situations, and I think that maybe even everybody has, in a desperate situation, has a way of surviving. Would I be correct if I say that that is one of the things that you want to tell us with the film?
Yeah, well, I wrote the script after, living in the camp with Abu Hassan and his family for 1 year. And one of the things that struck me, listening to Abu Hassan, was, so you grew up in the 80s when there was the war, and also when you talk about the camp, is that you talk about quite like a very difficult situation, and it was a very difficult situation growing up in war, but at the same time you make jokes.
Yeah.
And that, so when I was making the film, I didn't want to make just a sad story about, a very sad life in a refugee camp. I wanted to show life in the camp as something, people do manage, and they do find hope somehow, and they do manage to laugh, and and this is what I loved about, meeting you and your family and everyone in the camp. I'm not saying that everyone's happy all the time, but that people find ways to survive, and find ways to be happy and to enjoy life the best you can, despite everything that's happened. In Norway we have the 22nd of July, you have 70 years of very bad history, a lot of bad things that have happened. And this contrast between all the bad things that have happened, but still that you manage to find, it's not just hope to return, it's many different kinds of hopes in the camps.
It's not just to return, it's now to survive, I think. And also, it's not just our problems, or because now, as we talked before, it's not just only the Palestinian who become refugee. We were refugee in Syria, now the Syrian are refugee in Iraq, or before. This circle should be any solution. We are not talking about solution or politics now, because the film is we are just talking about. And this film comes because of Mats and our friendship. And we should thank all Mats for staying 1 year in the camp, eating a lot of onion.
Did you also come to the camp as a child? Or your mother was working there?
No, when I was a child, my mother was working as a nurse. Also in Sweden, this was the case. Like many people from Sweden went to work in Lebanon as nurses during the wars. So I was always in Norway, but she would come and show pictures. So the pictures you see in the film are a mix of my mother's pictures that I would grow up with, and pictures of Abu Hassan's family and other friends in the camp. They're private pictures, yeah. So I grew up with the pictures. And my mom would tell me that when there was peace in Lebanon, she would take us. But when there was a war, we didn't go, no.
And speaking of pictures, Rui Tenreiro, you are the art director. We spoke about what that really means, because the whole imagery is made by you're looking at photographs. You have never actually been to the
no,
space?
No, that's true. Mats was camps and had a lot of references, and we had to go through several stages of drugs to make it look more and more like the real thing. So it was, we didn't invent it. It was all historical reference, and even villages that were taken from actual pictures. And it was a lot of research done into that. And each scene we had references for each scene, for everything from plants to cans, wires, everything. So that was all compiled by Mats from pictures he took.
Oh, Abu Hassan.
Realistic. Today when we were looking at the poster, you could point at the house on the poster and say, that's where I lived.
Yeah. First, I thought Mats talked about film. I was like, it's a joke or real, and I was really surprised. Like, this is a real film. Like, and it's almost. I felt it's too much. Like, for me, like crying, or watching. I went back, but it was mixed feeling. For sometimes it's sad.
But what is the situation now in the camp? Because your family is still there.
Something made me really sad in the film when they went to take Wardi from school because of like economy. Like now I can say will be no more school for anyone from FM because like they are not going to support FN anymore, and they are going to shut down all the schools. It's the last year. So it's not anymore for 1 year. It will be hundreds of thousands who are not going to educate. And then I don't know what you expect from people who's not going to be educated.
And there's no other idea about some other schools, no?
It's governments. All we can do is we try me and Mats to scream. Maybe someone will hear or listen.
So we have to scream. Do we have to scream, Mats, do you think?
Well, I think, this is why I wanted to make this film was one thing is to show people in Sweden or Norway. The film will be shown in France in cinemas. It was shown in cinemas in Turkey, so it's being shown a lot around. So it was important for me to try to explain people in Europe. Okay, there's now 4 generations of Palestinian refugees living outside and even inside in West Bank and Gaza as well, since 48 or since 67. But to try to show that these are people living in these camps, and we tried using puppets to. Well, I'm an animator, so I really didn't have any other choice, but we wanted people here to really try to empathize with the characters in the film, that we feel it's as much our story as human beings, and not just, somebody else that's refugees oh, it's about somebody else, and it doesn't really matter for us. So I made a film for people in Europe and in the West, but also for the Palestinians. When you come to the camp, people give you food, they give you cigarettes, they give you coffee, and you're really treated as a guest of honor. People are very hospitable. And living 1 year in the camp, I was quite, shy, that I never had a gift from me. So the film is in many ways my gift back to my friends and their families in the camp. Because people also in the, Palestinians also, that's the feedback, because we showed the film in Ramallah and Gaza last 2 weeks ago. Like also to tell the story, their story, that the film can work to tell the story of Palestine to new generations. Yeah.
And was the perception in Ramallah, because it was a Palestinian film festival, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a Palestinian film festival. One thing, because the Palestinians you have Palestinians in what is now Israel, then you have Palestinians in West Bank who are separated, then you have Palestinians in Gaza who are separated, then you have Palestinians in Lebanon or Jordan also separated, or you have Palestinians in Sweden. So you have all these separations of people who are in the same families. So a lot of time people don't know exactly, like a Palestinian in West Bank will not know exactly how it is to live in a camp in Lebanon. So also for Palestinians, this is something they feel, or what I've been told, that they also learn things from seeing the film. And we also hope that, the film is the Palestinian story, but we also hope that it's a film, like Syrians, it's about, having a background where you grew up in war, or leaving your country, living in exile somewhere else. It's about, what you consider home. And so many of these issues, it's not only the Palestinians who have to deal with these issues. If you're from Syria or from Kurdistan, if you're living in exile, these are things that you have to deal with. Yeah.
It's not about Palestinian, or it's about hope. It could be here, anywhere. Like trying to tell, don't give up as much as you can, because there's a lot of people who's having their lands and in Sweden or in USA or wherever, and they give up. Sometimes you get divorced, you give up for small things. So when people when they see these films or these stories, I think they should go out from cinema much more stronger.
And what about the key? Let's talk a little about the key. What is the key? Of course, it's a symbol of going back, but I think that the key is more of a symbol nowadays, because the houses are not there, or somebody else is living in them, but the key is still a very strong symbol for any refugee camp. Or is it specific for the Palestinian camps, or is it all over the world? Do you know anything about this?
You know more about the key than me, I guess.
Do you have a key?
My grandfather's brother have one, and he still fight, or they used to fight my grandfather and him about the key, and they didn't return until now. So, but the key, it's become like a symbol about return. There is no home, or I think there is no door also. It's all about, it's a logo for your case. You have a case, and this key is like to prove for all the world, like, this is mine. And to return, we can't lose or kill the hope. This is for me. They can be strong, they can do whatever they want, but we will keep screaming. Just make some noise when they are sleeping.
It's because you were talking about that the schools will be shut down.
Yeah, what we accept when schools shut down, and like people get sick, there is no hospitals, nothing to do. You lose your homeland, okay, you will live in the camp. Everyone, like Stockholm going bigger like this, we go bigger like this. We thought in the field, okay, we want to see God, but not in this way. No one will reach Allah in this way.
No, because before you were speaking about that the sun, there are places in the bottom of the camp,
Yeah.
the sun never shines.
Yeah. It was me and Bassam, me and Mats, we used to go to a friend called Bassam, and in their area in 2003-4, they didn't have, the sun doesn't reach down like where they live, and we just joke like, Bassam, sun doesn't visit your area from 72. But now Bassam is laughing because it doesn't reach any place in the camp, because when you build up, it will cover down. So it's, it's dark. During the day, it's dark. You are just in small tunnel. And if you will get mobile or furniture you buy, you should from roof to roof, from roof to roof, because it doesn't, like sofa, doesn't go inside the streets. And no cars go in, which is good, so not proud to.
How many people are living there?
Well, I left was 30,000, but now after the Syrian refugee, it becomes much more and more, because they come for us because we have a lot of experience. We are from 48 refugee, so it's easier for them to learn how to survive, I think. And also, I don't know, like they are coming to take medicine from someone who is already dead. They come to the camp, and we already poor. We have nothing, and they come for us, and which make problem between. We fight for the bread.
So now you have a sort of a school for how to survive as a refugee for new refugees that are coming.
Well, they should learn from us. We have the longest experience in this world. From 48 we have been refugee. I don't think there is any other nation having this situation except us. But I think we are the wrong nation to fight. We will never give up.
But now you are living here. How is that?
Well, because of my sister Nadia, and I came here because I get married. And I'm not going to lie, it's a dream for, anyone who live in this situation, he want to change his life. That's the normal. You will tell me, okay, why you are not going back to Palestine? If you open one door for me, I would leave from this view to Palestine. But when you close all the border and you will shoot, because on the film also was a picture of my friend who was killed on the border with me. We were in demonstration and shattered us. And he was killed. We were just, shouting. But I shout really loud because Palestine looks so beautiful. It was first time I see it. From far away also. Well.
So I think we're running out of time now, sort of.